Parental discretion is advised.
It's time to bang, 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 bang. Welcome to the Sunset Bang with Southern Belle and Bleed Burgundy.
Shout me, that's what's up. Well, hell yeah. Already. Rock with live and direct. It's the Sunset Bang with your sister Southern Belle and Bleed. We do the thing high risk, take the risk. The shadow mine, it's the gang. You can't resist the playlist. We do the job like rain. Hold up. It's no music Tuesday, we figure back, throw it back on Thursdays with OG still in the game as the sun comes down. Know what's up, we blowing flight since the last go round. What the fuck, that Mary Jane? 4 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. South Central, 7 p.m. guard time on the east. It's monumental 7 days a night. Heavenly flights, this what I'm into like. Show you right, banging for life. Let me continue. The whole world wide, we provide what's on the menu. From Houston, Texas, H-Town, the home I've been through. I'm tapping in at that time like all my kin do. Like Tiny T, fucking with me and all my friends too, yeah.
That's right, y'all. It's the Sunset Bang with Southern Belle and Young Bleed. Hit us up.
Javon, you got a TV on back there?
832-819.
You got, you know? Okay. Is that you, Bleed? Somebody got a TV on or something?
No, it's ice out in my house. Ain't nothing on.
Okay. I hear something in the background. And make sure that wasn't my house.
No ghosts in this motherfucker.
Do you still hear it?
No.
Okay.
I think it's good. I don't think I hear anything now. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the Sunset Bang, baby. This is y'all sister girl, Southern Belle.
Yours truly, Bleed Burgundy. You heard me? What's good? What's hood? What's happening with y'all this evening? Man, hold up.
Yes, I love it. You are live in the Sunset Bang. It's Throwback Thursday, y'all. We doing the doggone thing. It is July the 20th, 2023. We up in here, and as promised, y'all, we got some company up in here today. We have Mr. Javonne M. Clark himself, who has greeted us and graced us with his presence here on the Sunset Bang. Thank you for joining us, Javonne.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you 1,000 times over.
Yes. We're going to have some fun today, y'all. We're going to talk about Mr. Clark's resume, as I like to say. All the stuff he's done, all the stuff he's doing, all the stuff he's about to do. We're going to have our usual segments. You guys, Bleed is going to give us the weekly weed. We'll also have our Dingbat of the day towards the end of the show. like we in church. And we're going to have our weather for the Houston and Baton Rouge areas. Y'all know how we do. We're going to chop it up with Mr. Javonne M. Clark during this segment. We're so glad to have him. Shout out to everybody who's watching us on Bangin' 832 Digital. If you're on Bangin' 832 Radio right now and you're listening on radio, you might want to come on over to Bangin' 832 Digital because y'all know how we do. We've got some videos to show you. We've got several of Javonne M. Clark's videos that we're going to be playing on today's show, and we'll show them in their entirety so you don't want to miss them. So come on over to Bangin' 832 Digital. If you're on the app, all you have to do is click the menu tab in the top left corner and go down to Watch Now and click that. If you're on the website, click Watch Now. Or you can watch us live on YouTube. On our YouTube page right now, it's going down. So
yeah, on my daughter's birthday, my second daughter's birthday today too, y'all, July 20th.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, little lady.
My daughter.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, all right. My Uncle Skip's birthday too. I know he's watching. Hey, Uncle Skip, happy birthday. I love you.
Happy birthday, Uncle Skip.
Yeah, we gotta send out these birthday shout outs because well, we want to live. People kill you if you get on there.
Right.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and jump into some music. We're gonna come back and we're gonna be talking with Mr. Javonne M. Clark right here on the Sunset Bang. Let's see which one should we start with. I don't know. We're gonna give them some. Let's talk some grown folks stuff. How about that?
Do it to 'em.
Surprise! Boy, what you done for me? I love y'all, boy. What are you doing in here, boy? What you seen? You talking about? You alright. You still pissing in the bed? Huh? This right here is our life. Me and her. Me and your grandma. I'm gonna put it in that thing. Right there.
I used to kick in the door and lay you down on the floor and put my smack down. And I would have you gripping the sheets, the neighbors hearing you scream, I blow your back out. I used to hit you with cash just so you give me some ass, we tear them all down. But now we're getting older, we're grown folks now.
I used to slay every day, lingerie stayed in shade. I kept it tight for you, baby. I would have you climbing the walls while I was licking your balls. I did my best to drive you crazy. I used to cook every day, what you say, fix your plate and rub your back down. But now we're getting older, we're grown folks now.
And girl, you age like wine. I swear to God, it tastes better with time.
Boy, you changed my mind. Keep driving them down for the ride.
We grow stronger every day, and it gets stronger in every way, and it grows stronger every day, and it gets stronger in every way.
I used to trip when you're gone. We'll wanna go through your phone and play detective. I'll be out patrolling the streets, thinking you're going to creep. I felt neglected. I used to be insecure, thinking you'd leave me for sure. It kept my head down. I would call you up just to see who's around. I'll be listening in the background.
I used to trip out and shit, might even call you a bitch. I disrespected, but I was out here being a man, executing my plan. You felt neglected, and girl, you saved my life. You're the wind that takes me high.
Boy, you changed my life. You're the wings that help me fly.
Every day, I feel like going on. And it gets stronger in every way, and it grows stronger every day, and it gets stronger in every way.
Man, hold up. That's a beautiful joint, my brother. I love that, man. Absolutely.
I appreciate you. I'm cheesing like a little boy looking at it. Like this is our first time seeing this shit.
Yeah, the world need to know about that, man. For those that don't know about it, that's beautiful, my brother. That's what it's all about. Absolutely. Yes, indeed.
I can't hear you, sister. I think the sister's talking. I can't hear her.
Yeah, we
Sorry,
can't
y'all.
hear you, Bill.
That's my fault.
Yeah, we didn't hear nothing.
We want to know more about your upbringing, where you're from, and, when you started your music career and so forth, and also what that M stands for.
I'm from North Carolina. I was born in Morristown, New Jersey, but I came down here with my mom when I was probably about 1 or 2. So I'm a North Carolinian. My whole life. The M stands for Michael, Javonne Michael Clark. I was thinking about changing my stage name to J. Michael Clark. Because when people see Javonne, they instantly like, that's that crying and cussing, that's that loud motherfucker always yelling. So I'm thinking about changing my name to J. Michael Clark. But yeah, I'm from North Carolina, small country town, born and raised, played basketball, football, baseball, all sports as a kid, and went to college for football. And, that's when I really got kind of serious about music as a kid, being young. But, everybody got a dream of going to the NFL. And, at the time when I was in college, I knew Ninth Wonder and Fonte and Lil Pooh, the rap group Lil Brother. I don't know if y'all ever heard them. We all went to school together. So, but I was more like, I'm not going to risk my football scholarship trying to be a damn rapper. So I never took it serious, and I never took music seriously. So I kind of feel like, I don't want to say miss my calling, but, this is my first album. I'm 45 years old. I produced this album right here in my kitchen, as you can see, the mic over here.
Yeah, man.
I produced the whole album right here in the kitchen, recorded, engineered, and everything. So it's kind of like, I directed the videos. I've always been very artistic, but, graduating from college and becoming a teacher and having a family, you know how it is, bro. I don't want to say identify with the brother, but that sound like you was rapping on the intro. That shit was tight, though. Was that you, bro?
Yeah,
that is me. But look, I didn't want to cut you off while you saying this God, man. Two or more gather. Bell said we church is always church, preach, tabernacle. But I was the same kind of kid, basketball, football, and baseball, man. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Tony Dorsett in 1979, man. So that was my love in college. I had a chance to go to college playing basketball, but my mother was on with some. Until you could lift up them 3 Ds, not else on a report card, you're not going to be an academic dummy and a sports hero. So I ended up a young father at 17 and running the streets and doing what I had to do to provide for mine, and ended up in this same music calling, man. We born and don't know what we born to do. Jack all trade master once. So salute, my brother.
Yeah, and when you're young, I'll never forget, I told my mom I wanted to be in the band, and my mom was like, the band for suckers. And we all went to church and kind of got that music in us. But as an athlete, you think you're so damn cool. The last thing you want to do, you can rap, but you don't want to be singing and writing no sweetheart shit. It's kind of like you kind of push that to the side because you want to be cool. So my whole life, I kind of pushed that music to the side. And now I'm kind of like, with all the shit that I've been talking on Facebook and social media, I'm like, let's do an album called Crying and Cussing, and let's actually talk about everything that I've been saying. Hopefully people will feel it in the music if they don't feel me just fucking yelling at the phone,
Right. And if you didn't have the experience, you wouldn't have nothing to talk about. So I absorbed mine like that. I had the same opportunities, church, sung in the choir, opera young. And I ended up in a band. I was a natural drummer when I was a kid. So all those elements combined and made a person like me as well as yourself, my brother. I did.
Yes.
That's what's up. And I say this, I want to say this real quick before y'all move forward. I was talking to a homeboy. He was over here. Like I said, in my kitchen, I call it Grub's Kitchen because I'm always cooking up some music. He was over here. He was like, man, you still fucking with that music and making them beats and singing and all this shit. And I said, well, you still play video games? I said, I have an opportunity that I might can reach somebody. And I look at it like our generation, music, hip hop, and R&B. That's the voice of our generation. So it's me feeling like I'm an uncle now. I'm almost a damn granddaddy. So in order for them to hear us, I think we need to do music. So in our race, we say, oh, once you hit 35, 40, oh, you old, you washed up, you don't need to do something. Well, white folks, they can be singing country and rock and roll up until they 50 or 60. So that's one thing I want to say. Shout out to you for doing your music, because I get laughed at a lot for still fucking with this shit at my age.
Man, stay motivated. I'm going to tell you what my old timer told me, rest in peace to Mr. Harry J. Coombs. I mention him every now and again. The industry would call him Uncle Harry. He ran Philly International for 20 years, ran RCA Records for 5 years. He died about 83, 84. That's the guy that put Levert in the game. And I had this same thing around 35. I had a young homie that they wanted to sign with super talented, but he didn't have everything it took beyond the talent. You see what I'm saying? And what he used to say to me is, look, man, I don't give a damn. Just say, hey, man, how you doing, old timer? God damn it, ain't no old timer. He sounded 15 years old. That old shit in your head, man. He said, when the record come on, that record don't tell you if it's 3 or 83. If it's jamming, keep doing your shit, my man.
Yeah, I like that, brother.
That's real talk. All right, y'all. We're going to take a break and get into some more of Mr. Clark's music right here. But don't go nowhere. We've got your weekly Weed with Bleed coming up next. And then we're going to get back into it with Mr. Javon Clark right here on the Sunset Bang.
Yeah.
Emotions. What are they? They just feelings. And you gotta be able to control that, cause feelings ain't real. But feelings don't know that. Love don't know the feeling of waiting to be loved. And pain don't wait on healing, cause pain keeps hurting love. And time don't heal all wounds when the wounds don't show their scars. Tear down these walls, unbreak my heart. See, right keeps fighting wrong. For the most part, wrong's too strong. And when all logic is gone, they can't argue the whole day long. And then pride got upset and when it got mad. And when mad couldn't do it, it when it got sad. You got in a hole, you should let it all go. Control is something you will never have. So why not live life, love, learn, and laugh? Just smile, cause you can't say it's all bad. I need you to know you are not in control. You should let it all go. Let it all go. You done brought the whole world into your life. Wake up every day and go online. And you don't care if you're wrong or right. You a little kid, wanna tell your side. Wanna show a little cash in your Hellcat ride. Wanna shake a little ass cause your ass look tight. Wanna brag on the back but you're really depressed. But you will never ever change their mind. You the type to chase the rumor down and put that bitch in the head like a spin a story. You the type of nigga to sit down on the couch with a bitch all day and watch more. You the type of chick to show your pussy print to get mad when a nigga hit your inbox. We the type of folks that'll brag on what we bought cause we can't control our thoughts. Control is something you will never have. So why not live life, love, learn, and laugh? Just smile cause you can't say it's all bad. I need you to know you are not in control. You should let it all go. Let it all go. Love don't know the feeling of waiting to be loved. And pain don't wait on healing, cause pain keeps hurting love. And time don't heal all wounds when the wounds don't show their scars. Tear down these walls, unbreak my heart.
Yeah, you're a bad man, bro.
Yeah, you say you do it all yourself, huh? That's live.
Yeah, my nephew helped me with the engineering and some of the production, so I ain't gonna steal credit. So shout out to my nephew BJ Swade. I gotta give my nephew. He's 21 and he got music. He just performed at the pre-show at the BET Awards. So I ain't jamming that hard if I ain't got some of the youth with me, inspire me. So I'm trying to inspire them and I'm trying to let them inspire me at the same time.
Done deal, man. In a beautiful way, man.
All right, y'all. We're gonna take our smoke time right about now. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time for the weekly weed.
Yeah,
with Bleed.
Oh shit! I want to see what this is.
Yo,
come on and give it to him, Bleed. What you got today?
The weed of the week, man. The second weed of the week, y'all. On Throwback Thursday, it's Black Runts. A lot of people familiar with the Black Runts. Some is not. It's different varieties of the run. So we're gonna start with the Black Runts on this Throwback Thursday. It's a hybrid of Skittles and gelato, y'all. With dense frosted dark green buds, purple hues, and a coating of sugar-like trichome. Suitable for indoor and outdoor cultivation, with 50% indica and 50% sativa. And they say the effects are great for stress, relaxation, and pain relief. So my brother was just singing in a song about, pain keep hurting us. So when you get to that level, man, and you can't, beyond seeking God, roll some Black Runts in your blunt, man. That's what's going down, man, on Throwback Thursday.
Black Runts. Yes, Black Runts.
I like that shit, bro. I ain't never heard no. I don't even be knowing the names. I just be like, that shit smell good.
Well,
we have a connoisseur on our team.
Man, roll that. Go ahead, Bill. I couldn't hear you.
I was saying we got a connoisseur on our team, so
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I want to smoke with him.
The how high, man. He said, roll that shit, light that shit, and smoke that shit. Weed is weed, man. I believe that at the end of the day.
Y'all so crazy. All right, so we're chopping it up with Javonne M. Clark today, right now. I don't know. Now I want to start calling you J. Michael Clark.
Do it. Hey, look, make it happen, because if you say it enough, it's going to sound good, because it sounded good in my head. J. Michael Clark. Keep doing it.
Elegant ring to that, man. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, let that be your alter ego. Yeah. So tell us about the production of this album, Crying and Cussing, and everything that went into it. The inspiration for it and all that.
Well, as Black people, if we be honest and be real, our happy days are few and far between. We get drunk Friday, Saturday, and start feeling miserable Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So my life has been filled with crying and cussing. Either I'm goddamn mad and sad at the state of my life or the state of my family and my people, or either I'm sad, crying when I look around. So crying and cussing, it's just natural to me. So growing up, my mom used to always call me a crybaby. You know what I'm saying? I always felt like I had a special empathy for the things going on around me. And, I'm a 6'6", 265 Black man. So my homies, and when I cry, for some reason, my niggas always say, man, it means something when you cry. And I always hated the fact that I could cry about some shit that hurt me. But for some reason, when a big Black, strong looking nigga like me cried, it freed up the brothers around me to cry. So as my friends always told me that, I said, well, fuck it, I'm gonna just be free to cry when I want to cry, because everybody expect me to be cussing. So crying and cussing, that title in my head, the brother said something amazing earlier. He said, you had to live it. So crying and cussing, I met my wife 18 years ago. We've been married 17 years. I told her, I said, I'm going to do an album called Crying and Cussing. She said, what is it going to be about? I said, I don't know. When it's time, it's time. And I can imagine her being with me 17 years. And then one day I go buy all this equipment and she like, what the fuck are you doing? I said, I'm about to make an album. And she like, oh, goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And then 2 weeks, I just come in here and do that shit. And it came out. Everything that needed to be said came out. That's how I felt. So that's the whole story behind Crying and Cussing.
Yeah, pull it off.
I bet it was a lot of crying and cussing that weekend when you showed up with all this equipment. She was like, what's going on?
Well, she went with me because, I give her all the money. I let her handle everything. So she went with me when me and my man was picking out the stuff. And she was like, you sure you need that? Why you need that microphone? What's the difference between this and that? Why you need that? Why you need these speakers? So, you know, my wife always support me, but she gonna make sure I ain't fucking off, because sometimes as men, I know I have the tendency to want to do something just to say I'm doing something. And my wife will assess and say, well, you got a spotlight in social media. Are you just doing this to say you're doing something so you can keep your buzz going? Or are you doing this because you got a plan and a method behind it? So my wife keep me from fucking up money and fucking up time, because sometimes I'll get in my ego and just be doing some shit just to be doing some shit.
Yeah, grounded, my brother. 2 heads better than one. That part. Yes, sir.
Amen to that. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We've got to take another break. We've got some more music from J. Michael Clark.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm loving this shit.
Yeah.
It's starting to grow. Yeah. But we've got your news. We've got your weather for Houston and Baton Rouge coming up. And then we're going to talk about Javonne's wildest studio experience. Y'all know we hear some crazy stories on this show. I mean, we done heard stories about blow-up dolls, monkeys, guns,
ghosts, UFOs, all kind of shit, man.
All kinds of stuff. So we can't wait to see what he's going to tell us on this one today. So y'all hold tight. Don't go nowhere.
All right.
Yo, we about to get that paper. I know. I just hope we show up on time.
He's not gonna show up on time. He's gonna be drunk.
No, we just need this one last go.
And we gonna get it. Just gotta be prepared for whatever.
Hey, why this guy on my stool, man? Get up. Hot ass. Hey, let's get this shit popping, man. I got 20 minutes, man. I got the plane. Woo.
Hello, boys and girls. It's Mr. Richards. And today's word we're going to discuss gold digger. Does anybody in here know what a gold digger is? Huh? What about you? Nobody? Well, a gold digger is someone that'll take all your money. GOLDDIGGER. She was one of them. The homie say his wife came up off an old video. My nigga. That's a hoe. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. You was running around town acting crazy. And then she started having those babies. No prenuptial. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. Didn't your mama tell you don't bring her home if you can't use her comb? But you was moving too fast. You had to have that fake gas. Oh, you was hard-headed. Now you're about to regret it. You done fucked around and had to give that girl a lifelong. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. GOLDDIGGER. She was one of them. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. GOLDDIGGER. She was one of them. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. They said, wait till I get my money right. And then you can't tell me nothing right. And now you in the courts, gotta fuss and fight just to see your kids, can they spend the night? Oh, I was keeping up with them, now she fucking around with him. I done had it up to here, I keep hearing voices in my head. Oh, I can't block them out. Didn't your mama tell you don't bring her home if you can't use her comb? But you was moving too fast. You had to have that fake gas. Oh, you was hard-headed. Now you're about to regret it. You done fucked around and had to give that girl a lifelong. GOLDDIGGER. ER. She was one of them. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. GOLDDIGGER. She was one of them. 18 years, homie, all of your kids. Now, does everyone understand what a gold digger is? We don't want all our money taken, do we? We don't want to learn Kanye's lesson.
Man, you a serious nigga, man. I love your topic, man. Straight to the point, man. Because yeah, they the word they need to hear this shit, man.
Hey, look, you know what's so funny? That's my silly song on the album, where I was just like, you know, you got to kind of have a silly song, and I was just like, Kanye going through all this shit, and he like, man, you told us don't fall for a gold digger and a white girl gonna leave your ass, and you done turned around and did exactly what the hell you told us not to do. So that's kind of like my silly song.
Yeah. That'll be the one to take off, man. That sense of humor, but the seriousness to it, everybody can relate to it. All men that have been through that kind of shit, man. So we appreciate it, man. We'll speak for
I appreciate y'all understanding and getting the art too. You know, I really appreciate that.
And it's so clear.
Oh, yeah.
It's clear, my brother. Ain't no misinterpretation right there. So I dig that. We dig that.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
All right, y'all. Let's get to our weather. Houston, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but it's hot. Yeah, we had a scorcher today, and tomorrow's gonna be hot as well. We'll get a low of 80 degrees overnight tonight. And tomorrow, your Friday, is going to be hot and very humid. We might have a chance of showers this weekend. So Lord knows we'll need that. I'll keep you updated on your weather. And Baton Rouge, it's hot there too. Yeah, looks like it's going to be 80 tonight and 99 tomorrow, just like Houston. Partly cloudy skies, and you guys have a chance of showers over the weekend as well. So, you know, we all praying for some rain. I tell you that, because the South is on fire, honey. I'm telling you. But anyways, all right, y'all. Now we get to find out about J. Michael Clark's wildest studio experience. I'm so ready for this, so take it away.
You know, it's funny because being in the studio as a young man, and you know, in the studio, you always got your little weed, you got your little drink, and then girls want to come by, you want to show them what you can do. So I always kind of been a show off, and I was thinking about my wildest studio moment, and I just couldn't think of one. And then my mind went back to when I was in college. The first time we went to a real studio, I remember when home studios first came out, and you had Cool Edit and little shit like that, and cats was recording in the garage, and we was hyped. But the first time I went to a real studio, me and my homeboys, we had a group called Southern Sauce, and it was 4 of us, 4 football players, and the guy just happened to have 4 mics set up with 4 headphones and 4 stools. So we kind of sat on the stools, and he was just playing beats, and we was just kind of rapping, and I was kind of like the CeeLo of the group. I could rap and sing, and I would always make the hooks. And as we sat there and rapping, and he throwing on beats, we don't realize this guy recording us. So we kind of like making songs back to back to back to back to back. And after about an hour, the guy was like, "Man, I want to sign y'all." And he was like, "I'm gonna give y'all 10,000 a piece." And I was like, "Hell yeah, let me get that shit." Because I was just making this shit up, freestyling off the top of my head. But my homies, they had heard about, you know, people getting jerked, and just started hearing about people getting fucked over. So they was like, "Nah, we need a lawyer and all this." I was like, nah, let's get this money. This shit easy to do. Even if he fuck us over, we can make up some more songs. You know what I mean? And the more we got to arguing, the more the guy would kind of start to realize that I was kind of the leader, and the more he realized that I was kind of the more talented one as far as making the hooks. So he started kind of saying to me he wanted to sign me. So You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to diss out my homies or nothing like that, but it got to the point where he started like offering me like $300 for a hook.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hell yeah, if we ain't gonna sign, hell yeah, give me $300 for that hook. I made that shit up. I can make another one tomorrow. And my friends kind of got bad, and me and my homeboy, they got to fighting out there. And after the fight, I kind of felt bad about it, and we left the studio with no record deal and no money for no hooks or no nothing. So I think that was probably the fucking craziest time I had in the studio when I realized why niggas go solo. You know what I'm saying? And lead a group is because they want to do what the fuck they want to do, or money don't match up, or Bobby Brown might be a little harder than the rest of the guys, or Beyonce might be up. So that was the first time when I said to myself, like, damn, I'm gonna be a solo artist. I ain't fucking with nobody else.
I don't know. Dave Ruffin tried it too, you know.
Frank and Lyman, man, James Brown. That's how they did them. They pushed them to the side, and they had to explain that to the group. But I share them benefits. I come from so many cliques, but I learned, like Q say, I saw it coming, so I went solo. I learned to work with everybody, and I learned to separate myself to not be stopped by anybody, because everybody got their own opinion and they're entitled to it. So I did.
It's just like when I first heard the song, I miss you with Teddy P. I'm like, who the fuck is this? And they like Harold Melvin in the Blue Notes.
Who is Harold Melvin?
I'm like, why the fuck Teddy P name? So I can see that's the first time where I saw, I don't know if it was my ego, if I wanted the money or whatever, just being young, I realized like I got to be solo because I'm not going to be able to let my homies tell me how to make my music and what I want to say or what I want to do. I'm like, shit, if somebody steal this shit, we'll make another one.
Right.
Yeah.
Your average group, man, if you look at throughout any music history, and you mentioned something earlier, I still listen to, rest in peace, Jimi Hendrix, the Grateful Dead, those guys that still tour, you know what I mean? And the rock genre, and blues and jazz kind of took a downside compared to rock music. But the average group, other than these rock guys, and I'm sure they go through the same shit too, but you normally see it's a breakup somewhere down the line. It's all 9 times out of 10 that, unfortunately, that's the history of these groups. We'll get a few good records from Parliament, Roger Troutman and Zapp, you name them. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's the basis of it, man. It's good. You got a psychic like that to recognize and be able to keep it moving, man. So
psychic like that.
Yeah.
The show, yeah, that is a wild story though. But you got it's a lesson in that. There was learning lesson in that.
Hey, look, let me say this, Bell. In particular, all the why the studio situations we didn't had. I was really interested in our brother right here, and I tell you why. I was gonna say, okay, let me see this one, because if to my recollection, the man said he bought him a studio and put it in the house in the kitchen. And you supposed to, you want to eat, you stay in the kitchen. But with the wife in the house, I was going to say, let me see how this shit here. This go, man. Yeah. So when you say back to college, I said, okay, well, here we go.
Yeah. That was a curious thing. That was a curious thing right there.
Right.
All right, y'all, we'll get to some more music. And then when we come back, we've got your Dingbat of the day. You don't want to miss this idiot.
Oh, boy.
I'm telling you.
Oh, look.
Yeah. Absolutely. Don't go nowhere.
Tell me how I feel. Guess I'm all in. I ain't happy, but I'm listening. Just be happy that I'm listening. I can tell you how I feel.
Yo.
Tell me how I feel. Guess I'm all in. I ain't happy, but I'm listening. Just be happy that I'm listening. I can tell you how I feel. Just drown in your tears. I was begging you to listen. Now you needed me to listen. And now you know how it feels to cry on their knees. When you're screaming, they don't listen. It's your dream and they won't listen. And now you know how it feels. Try to face all your fears. You gave your everything and all. Stand your ground, but you still fall. We're living in the last days of love. Try to fight it, but we can't give it up. We're living in the last days of love. Trying to fight it, but we can't give it up. Love. It's all I ever needed. Now I'm feeling so defeated. Thought I loved you like my granddaddy. Happy wife, happy life, the whole house happy. Love ain't real, and time won't heal these wounds that you put on my heart. I just want us to talk, but you won't tell me how you feel. So how can love be real? 'Cause I ain't never told no lies. Baby, look me in my eyes. Why would I apologize? You was out here living fine. Why won't you tell me how you feel? So how can love it in the last days of love? Try to fight it, but we can't give it up. I wanna know every time. We're living in the last days of love. Trying to fight it, but we can't give it up. We're living in the last days of love.
Woo-hoo.
Man, hold up.
That shit started all over. I was happy. I was like, start that shit over there.
All over. Rewind. Let me ask you something, my brother. What you say, Bill?
No, go ahead.
Now I wanted to ask you this, man. A couple of things. I'm really one question, but yeah, man. Phenomenal. I'm a
Appreciate it.
2-3 records, and I'm going to get the album. I have to have this album for my resume. But I want to ask you this. I see you in the videos with all this instrumentation. Are you a musician too, the way you play these instruments? I heard you mention Lil Cuz DJ and helping you with the production, but how much of this instrumentation are you doing?
I fuck with the keyboard a little bit. You know, you can make a keyboard be a fucking guitar or a harp or anything. So
yeah,
I produce the beats on the keyboard. That's a studio that BJ actually works at. So he works at the studio. So when I got ready to shoot the video, I was like, shit, I want to shoot a video by myself. It's Last Days of Love. I want to make a song that's kind of like a suicide letter, but instead of being a suicide letter, I wanted to be a song. So I fake like I played all those instruments. I don't play all those instruments. I've kind of fucked with the piano a little bit. enough to do what I do. But I don't play all those instruments.
I done did that in one video. I faked with a guitar. I'm learning, but it's the same thing. Man, I couldn't tell you A sharp from B flat, but I can make music by ear.
Yeah, exactly.
So I did that. And you a great actor for the books, my brother. Because looking at it, you couldn't tell it. Goddamn. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Bleed had to find out for real, like literally. How you do that?
I'm listening to the guitars and seeing the guitars, and you seeing them on the drums. Oh shit, man! Hey, you maybe you know.
Yeah, I fuck with all. When you grow up in church, you in the church, and after the church service, it's an old man fucking with you on the guitar, and then you fucking with the piano, and you always gonna bang on the drum. So you kind of get it, but you don't get it. But when it's time to make a beat. Sitting here on the drum machine, I know you kind of know, and you kind of feel that guitar bang like that old man. You see that old man on the bass, boom, boom, boom. So it's kind of you feel it. So it's easier on the keyboard. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the thing everybody got access to. Everybody got a little keyboard for Christmas.
I say this, man. Rest in peace to another one of my old timers, and he was on the right hand side of the game. Was the bass player for the Bee Gees, Andy Gibb, and Ray Charles, different things like that. His name was Harold Coward. It's like my white granddad out here had a 40-acre studio with gold and platinum 45s and shit like that. I did a few of my albums there. But saying that to say this, with him being a bass player and old and he getting calluses and different things on his fingers. We'll bring in an occasional player. I have horn players and all that. Anything I needed, he had that type of facility I could bring people in. But to play my bass notes, a lot of my instrumentation I did or kind of produced a co-producer was behind the records I did. So if I had an idea, what I would do is bring a guitar lead or a bass guitar in and lay it down like a steel guitar so I could play it like a keyboard. You see what I'm saying? So I get what you're saying. Everybody I'm not sure everybody understands this. Anybody that's a musician, but the piano is like the greatest instrument as far as the music and interpretation part of it beyond the drums, because I don't think it's a key past 88 keys, and you can really stretch 88 keys on the piano.
Yeah.
Beyond on the guitar and everything else, that's kind of limited. You know what I mean?
All right, y'all. We gotta let's go on and move on right now, because I got to give y'all Dingbat today. We're running out of time. We got a show coming up right after us, so we got to keep things moving on.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. It's time for our Dingbat of the day. Yeah, and our Dingbat of the day is a Florida man.
Uh-oh.
As if that's some surprise. I'm telling you, if you ever just want to get a kick out of some entertaining news, just Google Florida man. You'll have enough entertainment today.
All right.
So today's Dingbat is Justin McCall. All right. Justin McCall has just been sentenced to 2 decades in prison, y'all. Yeah, that's 20 years for those of y'all that can't count too good.
2020.
Anyway, so let's go through this quickly. Now, this is what happened. He already had a healthy rap sheet that reportedly included 13 separate crimes in relation to a series of automotive burglaries. Mm-hmm. But during this last and final burglary that he did, he broke into these people's facility, right?
Oh.
And decided he was going to go on a little shopping spree on his own, stealing everything that he could get his hands on, including a gun.
Oh, boy.
He took this gun, tried to stick it in his pocket, and shot himself.
Hell nah.
Shot himself, discharged the weapon, accidentally, of course, and that resulted in him asking the homeowners for their assistance.
Wow. How crazy is that? Hey, save my life, man. I tried to fuck over you, but help me, man.
Can you help me, please? I shot myself with your gun, by the way. Wow. With y'all's gun. I stole y'all gun, and I shot myself.
Hell no.
By the way. Yeah, so Mr. Justin McCall. Let me show you what this wanker looks like. Yeah, this is Mr. Justin McCall, you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, shit else to do.
Yeah. So he is expected to serve the full sentence under the terms of the state's 10 to 20 to life statute, which mandates strict sentences for felons. So he will probably be doing a full 20 years right now, guys, as he should.
especially in Florida.
Yeah.
Hey, they don't play in Florida. I'd have been locked in Florida, man. Hey, it's a whole nother ball.
I'm glad they gave that motherfucker 20 years because sometimes they let them some bitches off lightly. Them tattoos on his neck fucked them up.
Yeah, that kind of shit. Right.
But just so everybody knows, I mean, they did get him some medical assistance first. They took him to the hospital before he was actually taken down to the station and booked into custody. But yeah, so for shooting himself, Mr. Justin McCall, you, sir, are our Dingbat of the day.
Dingbat.
You're all it is.
All right, y'all. We got one more video to bring to you from Mr. Javonne M. Clark, J. Michael Clark,
yes,
right
ma'am.
here. We're going to come back and he's going to tell you where you can find him and his music. Don't go nowhere.
Oh, baby, 1 + 1 is 2. But you and me are forever. When I'm hunting in these streets trying to eat, best believe we gon' eat together. We got a thing that I can't explain, and sometimes we don't understand. But as easy as 1, 2, 3, that's the battle of a woman and man. Love is war.
Keep on breaking your heart, and you keep keying my card. I can't see us apart. We can't stop fucking. While we fuss and fight, you put me out the house and I'm back that night. Pound for pound, pretty little thing, we go round for round. But you keep calling the cops,
But I want you more.
and you keep bailing me out.
Baby, I know.
You got the keys to the safe in the house in your name, and the car no pay, but you still complain. 'Cause I'm out all night and I sleep all day, and when the weekend come, I gotta chase that cake. You say you want more time, but when I'm at home, you just shop online. And when we out on the town, you can't ever seem to put the iPhone down. I keep on breaking your heart, and you keep keying my card. I can't see us apart. We can't stop fucking. While we fuss and fight, you put me out the house and I'm back that night. Pound for pound, pretty little thing, we go round for round.
Why you gotta do me so wrong? Love is war. Standing right there waiting on me. Love is war.
I keep on breaking your heart, and you keep keying my card. I can't see us apart. We can't stop fucking.
You kick me out Saturday, and I'm back on Sunday. And then you kick me out again on Monday. Love is war.
Love is war. Doggone it. He said you keep on keying my car. Oh man, so many lines in that song. And every time I hear it, I have to laugh. It's the truth though.
Look, you ready, my brother,
Good.
and getting better and better. And yeah, you know, more power to you. Everything I saw is elevation. And what you doing, your sense of humor with it, man, yeah, that need to be worldwide, man. It's on its way.
Absolutely.
I
Yeah, we
appreciate
love your music. Yeah, we love your music. So let everybody out there know where they can find your music, aside from Bangin' 832 Radio, of course, and where they can get in touch with you. You know, your social media, email, all that stuff that you want to share with the public.
Crying and cussing. Just look at it like that. As Black people, we always crying and cussing. CUSSING. Crying and cussing is on YouTube, is on Tidal, is on iTunes, Apple Play, all streaming platforms. All you gotta do is type in "crying and cussing." My name, Javonne Michael Clark on Facebook, TikTok, Modern Masculine Man. Pretty much you can Google Javonne M. Clark, and my TikTok, all that shit will come up. YouTube, Javonne M. Clark. that's where you can find me at. I appreciate y'all definitely for highlighting the music side of me, because I get a lot of spotlight for other shit, but for somebody to recognize the music and appreciate that, you know what I'm saying? Y'all like some of the first people that ever spotlighted me for my music, and that's really where my heart and my passion is at right now. So, hey, for some reason, when I look at my demographics on Facebook and all social media platforms, Texas is my biggest spot, and I said for some reason Texas fuck with me. So it's like either Texas and North Carolina got something in common, or I just got a natural vibe with Texas.
That's right.
Look, the perfect play, because that's the biggest state, man. So hey, man, we're better. Yeah.
Well, you know, Banging 832 Radio, we definitely got love for you. So we gonna keep going. So, you know, just in the future, you know, come back and see us anytime you put anything out. Don't even say nothing. Just go on and shoot it to the email, because I got you.
I will.
Yeah, for sure. We really enjoyed having you today. Thank you so much for coming through. Bleed.
Yes, ma'am.
What we got coming up? What's next? What you got anything for these people before we get out of here?
Yeah, well, you know, for Javonne, man, we're going to hook up on a later date, man. I love to work with you. I really dig, you know what I mean? I'm a stand-up guy, so I ain't going to say it if I don't mean it. I'm on the record. I'm going to listen to the rest of it. But as an artist, salute to you, my brother. Bell, you know what I've been going through for about a week or so. My guy, Shine, you know Shine. Young Shine just walked in the building. So I'm finna, you know, see if I can get him to get me back in order so I can get back to work. I got my lab opposite the kitchen, my brother. I'm in the living room, man, ducked out under the step. Yeah, everything I need, I can turn around. You know what I'm talking about? So
exactly.
To be continued, man, that part.
That's how we do it. Yeah. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, everybody that listened on Banging 832 Radio, everybody that watched us on the live on Banging 832 Digital. Thank you so much for your love and support of not only the Sunset Bang, but of Banging 832 Radio as a whole. Don't go nowhere, because coming up right after the Sunset Bang is that boy Kool-Aid is shooting slugs on Banging 832 Radio. That's right. He took a hiatus last night, had to handle some business, but he is back, and he'll be on the air tonight immediately following the Sunset Bang, so you don't want to miss that. Y'all know we gonna take off for the weekend, you know how we do, but we've got some great shows coming up, some concerts that Banging 832 Radio is actually involved in, and we're gonna be giving you the details on that starting next week. So I'm definitely looking forward to giving you that information. Thank you again to everybody who tuned in today. Thank you one more time for Mr. Javonne Michael Clark for joining us on the Sunset Bang today, and thank you for watching. Get out there.
I love y'all's show. I love your format. It's so professional. I felt like I feel like a celebrity right now. I love y'all format.
Hey, peace and blessings, my brother. We appreciate that part. You hear me?
Absolutely.
That's us.
Y'all get out there and wrap your arms around your loved one. Squeeze them tight all through the night. And please don't forget
to do what?
Bang out with your thing out.
Oh boy. Hold up.
Y'all stay Southern fried.
Your brain has officially been banged.
Y'all finished or y'all? I ain't got no more talk.
You all right, Bleed? See y'all later.
Smoking.